Hey y'all, what's up? It's Jaren the Leaves and welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 3 of 12 Days of Christmas. For today's video, I was initially going to do a walkthrough and then show y'all and potentially debate on plants that I want to potentially purge. I just wanted to talk about plants that I'm thinking about purging because I actually went through my collection and made a list, and it's kind of wild because it's mostly Hoya. There are a couple honorable mention philodendron that I might put on there. I did a huge philodendron downsize already where I got rid of most of my moss pole plants. So there's that. But anywho, let's just go ahead and jump into it. And just kind of like yesterday's video, instead of bringing the plants to you, I'm just gonna throw in a photo or a clip or something of the plants here. So let's start with the one not Hoya that I have written down. And this one kind of came as a shock to me, but it's my Begonia angularis af. I don't know, like the plant itself looks good, but it grows really big. The stalk is really wide. The internodal spacing isn't my favorite. It doesn't stay like compact in its leaves and its leaves get big. And then I realized that it's not as tolerant. As a matter of fact, why would I even lie like that? No begonia is necessarily tolerant of drying out, but it's like the most aesthetically ugly after drying out. So like if I compared it to my summer storm, where if I miss a watering or something, not even, people say miss a watering, what do they mean? But it's not even that I missed a watering. It's like if I did not water it in time because the date that I come around to it, it needed something before then, I will notice because the leaves itself will droop. Whereas with this plant, I feel like the leaves just be crisping up immediately. And I'm just like, whoa, that's a little too much. And right now, all of the leaves have these edges. I know that the humidity has dropped, but there's never going to be a time where I have like a cabinet for begonias. That's never going to happen. So all the rest of my begonias are doing fine. When the humidity drops down to 40%, they're absolutely fine. So long as they're watered, they're living their life. And that one is just not doing it. And it always had like a little annoying thing about it. I do love the plant aesthetically when it's up, but for now, I'm pretty sure, like, and actually, I don't know, like, y'all let me know, like I said in the comments, what I should do. And right now, I'm also trying to keep my collection either at this current size or a little bit less. I don't want it to get to more, which is why I'm consistently downsizing, because I'm also realizing that with Anthurium, I love the idea of separating the offsets, seeing how they grow, etc., and being like, I don't know. So for the purposes of that, I'm kind of in between. I don't like what it's looking like now, and I'm wondering if I should restart it. And I am like gonna be posting a video about begonias soon, but I'm having a lot of thoughts about what I want to do with my begonias. So I do need your girl need a little advice. The next one I have is this Hoya RP013. It's a duplicate. So this one I don't have to do too much explaining for, but I'm realizing that just in general, any duplicates that I have, I want to get rid of. The next one that I have is a Hoya angleriana. This one is like also up in the air. Aesthetically, I like it just for the fact that it fills the spot, but I don't love the plant. I'm not excited when I go over to it. I don't love the plant. It is often underwatered because I forget that it's there because I view it as like just like a standing fixture, and it just adds a little razzle to the spot. But I'm like, babe, you literally don't love this plant. Why do you have it? I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I don't actually enjoy it. I don't look forward to caring for the plant. It just brings a little something to the area that it's in, but I don't really like it. So why do I have it? The next one is another dupe. So I think I mentioned here it is. It's a verticillata black margin. I don't know why I didn't like immediately put this in my sale bin. Also don't know why I've been dragging my feet on the sale bin stuff, but I absolutely do not need this plant because I have a full trellis of the same plant. So in my mind, I'm like, this could be one that I offer up. I don't know if anyone wants one in a trade or anything like that, but I'm very likely to also put that one up for sale or for trade. Also, as a disclaimer, any of these plants, if y'all are interested in any of them, I'm gonna wait until after I post this video and stuff to actually do anything. If you're interested in anything and you're potentially wanting to do some kind of trade of sorts, hit my line. I will put my email in the description. Okay, so the next one that I have that I want to get rid of, Yeah, I have been toying with this for a minute, and it's my Hoya pubicalis by Carnosa. I prefer the aesthetic of the pubicalis splash to the pubicalis by Carnosa. So given that, I'm just kind of at a space where I'm like, you literally have Hoyas that you enjoy, and there's no need for you to have two that are going to take 7 million years to bloom, that look similar, that you prefer one to. The next one that I want to get rid of is my Hoya australis, just the green one. I think I lost the spark, and also I still can't get behind it, get an understanding. This is one I'm not going to sell. I'm probably just going to put in the trash. I think that the actual specimen I have is not great. Or at least the base that I kept, because I chopped it thinking, all right, let me chop, prop, and like potentially put it back. It's just not doing great. All of it is yellowing. I literally cannot figure it out. And it was doing well, and then it just decided to unalive. I don't know if it's covered in some kind of flat mite. I'm never going to get one of those microscopes, because if I do, I will never be able to sleep again, because I'm sure I'm going to see stuff on my plants that I don't want to see. Not necessarily flat mites, but there are all sorts of mites, y'all. Then I'll be using it to look everywhere. Panic. No. So all I do is frequently treat my plants as if to prevent, pests and all that good stuff. And for my Hoya, I have taken to specifically treating my plants only with either the garden fungicide that has sulfur in it, or with like a spinosad spray with no oil. That way I don't have to worry about the plants ever burning, and I also can stay safe out here. The next one is, as a matter of fact, let me break up the Hoyas. Let me put in the honorable mentions now. I couldn't even bring myself to write these down, which is actually hilarious. So in my living room, I have some snake plants, right? I like hardly think about them, and I guess they're kind of fixtures and they just kind of sit there. And I have been thinking about getting rid of my snake plants. I considered I might just give them to my grandmother, because I think that those are some plants that she could easily keep alive in her windowsill, and they look different than the one she has currently. And then I have no interest in snake plants anymore. They used to be some of my favorite. I used to want to collect a ton of them. So the only snake plant I would keep is the one that's on my shelf in my living room. I'll send a picture. I'll put a picture of it here. I'll keep that one, but my moonshine and like the outer variegated one, yeah, I don't want them. So I'll probably either give them to my grandmother, or my aunt she literally already has them. So it's not even like I could give them to her, because she already has them. Maybe even my cousin. Maybe if my grandmother doesn't want it, then I'll give it to my cousin, because I know he's trying to get into plants too. And then also my Monstera deliciosa. I did give my aunt one of mine, and I was happy that I did that, because it helped me with like downsizing, creating more space. But I do have a Monstera deliciosa here that is large. Its newest leaf looks so pale, and I'm like, what is that about? Like, it doesn't look glossy like they usually look. It looks washed out. I see zero evidence of like bugs on it. And then it's getting more light than it used to be getting in the last spot it was in, because I kind of moved it a little bit closer to the window. And when I look on the plant, there's no pests, no nothing. I can't. And it's taking up so much space. In my mind, I'm like, if I got rid of this specific plant here, I would be able to have more space for plants that I want to take out of my cabinet eventually to live like long term. Like, I wouldn't have to worry about where they're going to go. They would literally just be there, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm kind of like over it. These are just similar with the snake plants. This is like a plant that I got into heavily when I was like first getting into houseplants and like getting into the craze. And I feel like first year, like, I need a Monstera, I needed this, I needed that. And now that I'm at the stage where I'm pretty sure that Hoyas, Anthurium, begonias, those are my bangers, my bag, and wanting to get into like carnivorous plants and seeing like my interests and kind of solidifying even the aesthetic that I like, it's just not doing it for me. I think if I lived somewhere where it could get a lot better light, and I had like a much bigger living room space where I could like put it and it get the light that it needs, sensational, and have the space it needs, and I could let it grow up a large plank or something like that, it would look nice. Or if I had a backyard that it could live in all summer, then I'm all for it. But right now, like, the growth that it's giving me, it's also stopped growing for me. So this plant actually grew the least for me the entire summer. And my thing is, I'm just like I don't have the interest to go and figure out what's wrong with it. And that's making me think like I should get rid of it. But I do have like sentimental value because my mom got it for me after I had a surgery last year, and she like wanted to cheer me up, and it really did cheer me up. And I'm like, dang, I want to keep it. But also, mom, if you're watching this, please let me know. Can I let the plant go? Because I also asked my aunt and she's like, no, keep it. But I absolutely just I don't want it. And it's not even that moving it would give me space to buy more plants. It would just give me space to place the plants that I already have somewhere that already is like looking cluttered, and it would look a little bit more neat. I don't know. Do y'all still got monsteras? Because also, I hate to break it to y'all, but I downsized my Tycon. I realized that might have been, I might regret that. That might be the only one that I might regret, but I just couldn't do it. The new leaf came out small. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't figure it out. I said, it's got all these roots. It was literally right in front of a Barina T10, like inches away. Nothing. I was like, I can't give it more light. I give it the water it needs. I'm fertilizing. And then I realized, girl, you were not supposed to get this before. You told yourself not to get one. You bought it. You wasted your money. That's your fault. That said, moving on from Monstera, because that's one that I'm really heavily considering getting rid of. Oh, I guess I could also share. I did also get rid of my 2 hanging Hartley philodendron in my living room. So I came over, I saw like one bug on one of them, and I was like, oh, these 2 shower together all the time. So if there's some kind of pest on one, it's on the other one, because they're always linked up to get watered together on watering day. And I had been grappling with like how messy it was, kind of like the clutter, the visual clutter that it was giving to my living room. And since removing it, it's only been a couple days, but I feel so much better. It looks so much better down there. And yeah, I feel like that's something that a lot of plant people have to go through with hanging plants is, yes, it can give a jungle aesthetic, but it also can add a lot of visual clutter. At least for me, like it can just be a little bit much. Yeah, so getting rid of those felt good. But yeah, back to the Hoyas. So another Hoya that I am considering downsizing is my Hoya Pandorata. If y'all could give me any advice, it is bleached out so wild. For the same issue that this one was having, the what is that plant called? Because I think I don't even have it anymore. Maybe I downsized it. It's the Polynora. I gotta double check. I'll put it on screen if I have it still, because I considered downsizing that one. And if I didn't get rid of it, then I'm considering downsizing it for the same reason. The bleaching of the leaves. I cannot understand where I'm supposed to put this for it to have the minimal light that it requires to grow but not bleach. So somebody help me with that. The next one I want to get rid of that I am really considering is the Lacunosa Asami. So I got this one, just like the Pandorata, I got this in a mystery box. I regret that. That's something I regret. I will never do another mystery box again. I'll never order one, because I feel like actually it could all be fun, but then you could literally get a box of plants that don't fit your vibe. So I wouldn't recommend that. And I think that was like, that's like a sign. That's something I need to work through in terms of like shopping and like overconsumption, etc. Is you'll get so caught up in the idea of just wanting to buy and be excited and chasing the thrill that you'll end up with like 5 plants that you didn't like. Because actually in that mystery box, I don't think I got a single plant, maybe one right now that I'm considering keeping, because I got the one that I called the Cynthia plant. Can't remember what it was called. I got the Pandorata. I'm not really sure how I feel about that one. I got the Verticillata. I already had that. I got the Asami, which I'm considering getting rid of because it's also bleaching out. And I'm just like, bruh, I can't take this. And then I also got the Bertonier. So I'll be keeping the Bertonier because it's cute. So I'm considering downsizing that one. But also, if this is something kind of like the Pandorata, where if I move it, because right now it's on my Vitjo shelf, and the Vitjo is like providing, I have 2 Barina T5s, the 1-foot ones. So they're 5-watt lights. So it's just 10 watts of light. It's not getting a ton of light. That's a lie. It's getting a ton. Honestly, lighting is something that I want to get more into, but my experience itself is literally contradicting what people are saying about light. So for example, people are saying that Hoyas need 1,000-foot candles. None of my Hoyas are getting 1,000-foot candles, and they are sun stressing. They are, you know what I mean? So I'm like, they're growing, they're blooming. I'm just like, whoa, like, but yeah, if you have any tips, because I do kind of like the idea of having another hanging lacunosa. But when I looked at this one today, I was like, oh my God. Now, the next one that I'm considering getting rid of is the Lata Iskandar or Peninsularis or Parak teddy bear Parak. Yo, this plant just refuses to do anything. I'm wondering if I should just literally, it's not even that it refuses. Every time it tries to grow a new leaf, the leaf, like either I miss a watering and then the leaf melts off. It's not even that it's aborting the growth point. It's not even that. It's like it's growing from where old leaves used to. I think I just need to cut it back. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, you have a lot of plants that look like this that grow better. Do you really need this plant? Do you really need it? And that's one that I would definitely sell. I might chop it and then let it grow a new vine first before I sell it. But y'all let me know. I don't know if I really want to keep this one. I have so many plants that look like this. Y'all are gonna see in the coming videos, I have so many veiny, like prehistoric-esque Hoyas that like, what is the point? Is where I'm at. I kind of looked at this and it gave me stress, and the only thing that it did well for me was root. And when I looked at like Vermont Hoya's website, I was just like, wait a minute. If Doug Chamberlain is having a hard time, and I'm not saying that I can't be great like that, but I'm saying if people that are like renowned growers, you know, are having a hard time with the plant, maybe it's the plant, it's not you, and you could just absolutely let that one go, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at with that one. I'm also considering getting rid of the Kaimuki. That has been one that has like also caused stress since I got it. It like had these two completely sun-stressed red leaves for mad long, didn't grow, barely grows. Like, I don't know. It's just the visual interest, I'm like losing it. I feel like I got it because I initially watched someone else's video and they had it and I thought it would be fun, and it has not been fun. And I've had fun growing so many other Hoyas. And I think right now with the size that my Hoya collection is at, I'm just like, bruh, now that you guys have all been here for a minimum of 6 months, I just feel like if you're not actually fitting the vibe or making me feel good, then you should probably go. So that's another one that I'm thinking about downsizing. Another one that I guess is honorable mention that's not on this list, I'm thinking about my tortum. Oh my gosh. So the first leaf that I grew on my tortum made me believe that it was gonna be an ease and a breeze to grow tortums. I'm literally looking at it right now. Let me just show you a picture of the tortum here. I really believed that this tortum was gonna be so easy to grow, and I was really wooed by Unplant Parenthood. Charmaine really wooed me. I love what it looks like. But the two leaves that it grew after that leaf have been small. They haven't like been large. So I think I'm actually going to give the tortum, this is an honorable mention because it's definitely not getting on the chopping block right now. I have since put it into a much higher light situation. Addition to that, it has put out, like, it's currently unfurling a new leaf that looks like it might expand to be a little bit bigger. But if in the next 2 leaves that I get, I don't start to see like the size of tortum leaves that I want, then I might have to let her go, because then she won't be doing for me what I want her to do for me. And we just got to be honest about that. You know, we just got to be honest. So I guess with that being said, those are some plants that I'm considering downsizing. Y'all let me know what I should do. But with that being said, if y'all are purging plants, let me know how you're feeling about that. I am always going through and Marie Kondoing the collection. I recommend y'all do it too. And yeah, that's really all I got for today. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see y'all tomorrow for day 4. Bye.